Every time you pick up your phone, your screen time app writes it down and will give you a report at the end of the day of how many times you reached for your phone that day. I find myself reaching for my phone way more often than I would like, so I've decided to instead reach for a book. For a whole week back in May, I decided to read one page for every time I picked up my phone the week prior. In the past, I found myself using audiobooks rather than physical books because it was just easier to get through a book. And I hope that this would physically push me to read more because I hear it's helpful. So without further ado, let's get reading. Okay, so it's day one. And yes, there is a problem. It's already 7:19 p.m. a.m. We're starting late. I went to like 7 different book shops in my city looking for this one book. So I've chosen Salem's Lot as the first book I'm gonna read. I today have a task of 114 pages. I better get to reading quick. So, I've only just started. I'm only a little bit through. I read the prologue and about the first 2 chapters. So far, I'm liking the book. This is the first Stephen King book I've ever read. I don't know his writing style, I don't know anything, but I was watching some booktube videos and people were raving about this book, and then I saw one that was like, if you're gonna start Stephen King, Salem's Lot is a great book to start with. And so far, it feels that way. I'll update you when maybe I finished for today or maybe I failed. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. So right now the time is 11:04 and I have just made it to page 114. So I did it. I read and I'm a genius. And also plus 114 plus 9 pages. So technically 123. So far, I am liking Salem's Lot. I'm getting like creeped out by the creepy parts and I'm getting interested in the like people that are in Jerusalem's Lot. What I find is that when I'm reading like dialogue and when I'm reading like characters, like the main character Ben, when I'm reading the parts of the story where he's in it, I'm reading it faster and I'm like more into it. But when I get to like, there was a big section of just like a day in the life of Salem's Lot as a whole. And like, I found I read that part slower because I was just like more disinterested in it. But overall, I don't know why I don't like read without an audiobook because I feel like I'm making good time. I looked up a like audiobook for Salem's Lot and it was only like 9.5 hours in total. And I am now, what would you call that? A third through the book, and that took me just under 3 hours. So like, I feel like I'm making the same pace without the audiobook. Why am I using it? I think it's just like a practice in self-control to not grab your phone all the time. And I mean, that's what this is for. This is to prove to myself that I don't need to grab my phone all the time. And right now I think it's kind of working. So yeah, see you tomorrow when I gotta read more, because it never stops. Hello, welcome to day 2. Boom. Today, we have a whopping 132 pages. That's a lot of pages. We're getting into the middle of the book and I'm expecting some like fun stuff to happen now. In the book, I have that much to read. That middle part from bookmark to where my other finger is what I have to read today. And who knows, if I like it a bunch, I might read even more than that. I'm gonna get started reading Salem's Lot some more. I'll update you as I go through, tell you what I like. because I'm sure there'll be something I like. And your task on the break is to I was gonna say watch The Lost Boys, but then you have to stop watching this video, and that would make you so sad.
It's so easy to try, but it's harder to fall. Darling, don't you give up on a Monday. I wanna tell you I want you. You'll probably take it the wrong way.
I've read about a third of the pages I have to read today, and I enjoy the book. Like, it hasn't faltered there, but I am in one of those low points of, like, the drive to read, because I just read and finished the chapter The Lot 2, which, like I said about the first one, was kind of, like, more, like, informational than, like, characters talking and feeling like our main character or the characters we've been focusing on been moving forward. But the next chapter is called Matt, and I like Matt so far. I like his story, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Overall, I feel like Stephen King, he's so good at making like this small haunted town. Like, it feels so like perfect in my mind. When I think of a small haunted town, it would literally be, I think of Salem's Lot. Like, he's written it perfectly, exactly how I would imagine it, and it's sort of like masterful that he can do that so well. I'm gonna read a little bit more. I think I'll probably update you when I've finished the reading for today, or tomorrow if I failed. So, hey girlies, I'm not done yet, but I just wanted to say I made it to part 2 of the book. It just ended with like the excerpt that's on the back of the book, and frankly, awesome. Here's my book hot take before I read the rest of it. I hate when there's a bio on the back of a book. I hate it so much. I don't want to hear about the plot line of the book, because the plot line of the book is just going to be like spoilers upon spoilers. If I have to read to like page 60 to get to the point that the back of the book told me already, it makes me so mad. What I really like on the back is an excerpt from the book, because then when you read it in the book, it feels awesome and it feels amazing, and it also doesn't spoil the book, it intrigues you to read. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, it is later today. It's 9:50 p.m. and about 20 minutes ago I finished my reading for Salem's Lot, and the book is heating up. Things are happening, like the story's alive, the monsters are here, the horror element has manifested, and frankly, I'm enjoying my time. Honestly, I feel like what I'm discovering is that I like character-driven books more, or just like something where I have someone to follow throughout the book. I don't really know why I've never read horror before in book form, because I love horror movies, like I'll watch them a bunch, but I've never sat down and read a horror book. So this is like a fun experiment, and something I think I'll definitely do again. Tomorrow's my light day, only 55 pages, so I'll see you then. It's tomorrow. It's Sunday. It's the next day. Today, our task is only 55 pages, which, from where we left off yesterday, is exactly a part 3. So today, all I have to do is get to part 3. However, once I'm at part 3, there's only 100 pages-ish left of the book. So low-key, I feel like I might just finish the book today. See you then, after I've read to part 3.
I thought you knew something I never will. God's stay. Show me what I'm missing from the land you could stay. I can see your history from 1,000 miles away. I thought you knew
So I've read my part for the day of Salem's Lot. There's about 120 pages left in the book. I'm on part 3 now. I like the book. The last part has a 50-part chapter in it. I looked ahead. It's the Lot chapter too, so hopefully it'll be more intriguing now that we're in the end. I've seen there's been some high points, there's been some sad points, you know. Heartbreak has been felt and fear has been felt. But overall, I'm liking the book so far, and I do think it's gonna finish strong. I'll get back to you either tomorrow or later today if the book is finished. 3 days down, 4 more to go. Woo!
I thought you knew. No matter how much you feel in paper and plastic, it's still fun when you get back to you. 'Cause I thought you knew. Coming back home will be.
I finished Salem's Lot. Here's my review. I enjoyed my time with the book. Yes, I did read about 180 pages today instead of just 55, and it was like my biggest reading day, even though it was the when I had the least to do. But I don't know, I feel like I have more drive to read now, especially just because I wanted to finish the book. I really did enjoy this book. I would definitely recommend Salem's Lot if you want to go read it. I would tell you, Stephen King knows how to write. It's a great setting, it's a great town. Everything that's said in the book matters, even if it feels like it doesn't. It really comes together well, and it's a book you should read. Tomorrow is like 118 pages, and I think I'm gonna start Princess Bride. See you with butter and cups. Get your butter out. It's time to go cupping. Ruh-roh, Raggy. The Marston house is there and alive. On to the next one. I don't know I'm scared for this one. I don't know the quality. Hi, Rob Lowe. Stephen King executive produced this? That's crazy. James Wan! That's the GOAT. That's the city. Oh, it's freaking go time, girls. Here's what I have to say. Okay, so out of the 1979 miniseries, the 2004 miniseries, and the 2024 movie, I think I would say, if you were to go watch any of them, I would suggest the 2024 movie, the one that came out last year, because I feel like it is the most fun, and it has elements that are from the book that aren't in the 2 miniseries. It's definitely like the most like new like blockbuster horror fun time. I think because it's a movie and it had an hour less runtime than the other 2, it just wasn't allowed to hold all the book stuff that was in the other ones. I think the original miniseries, 1979, had like a lot of the stuff from the book, but it was all jumbled up and mixed up. So like one place that would normally go here instead goes here, but the place that you were gonna go to comes later, like stuff like that. But the 2004, besides it being set in 2004, is the most accurate, I think, to the book. But go watch the new one, it's fun. Have a good time. Watch Salem's Lot. Read the book. Day 4, new book, 118 pages. Ah!
For what you left on the shelf, you'll have to kill him yourself. Check what you left on the shelf, you'll have to kill him yourself. If you want him gone, it'll take a lot out of me. Just say what you did was wrong. Cause it take a lot out on me. Just say that it's been too long. They say you're not mad at me, but the rest is a different song. Let's get acquainted with that thought of moving on.
So I've just read the first part of The Princess Bride. I'm on to now chapter 1 of S. Morgenstern's classic, The Princess Bride. And it, like, the first part of this book kind of acts as a foreword by the author. It's so, because S. Morgenstern, I know, does not exist. And this is not the abridged version of S. Morgenstern's book, but rather William Goldman's book that he's disguising as S. Morgenstern's book by writing like a foreword of his real life. And it's just like so in the weeds with everything that I don't know what's real or what's fake. Like, does he really have a kid named Jason? Like, everything I read, the first 30 pages of this book has not been The Princess Bride. It's been, you know, like the part of the movie where it's the sick boy in the bed. So I have a lot of faith in The Princess Bride feeling like The Princess Bride. So it's Princess Bride time. I wonder if it's gonna cut out like the movie does. You guys ever seen the movie? It's actually really good. I think you guys should really watch the movie because it's actually a really good movie. I've just reached page 118 of Princess Bride, and you know what? It's low-key exactly like the film. It's low-key the same. But I've read my pages for today. I've checked off the list. I might read more because we just got to the part where the duel takes place. Wesley's gotta fight him, Inigo, and I'm excited. Okay, what's up? It's day 5. Today I have to read 122, 124? I forget the number. Pages. I'm at the part where Inigo and freaking Wesley are gonna battle, and it's gonna be awesome. Anytime I talk about this book, I'm just assuming you've seen the movie. Everybody's seen the movie, right?
That's fine, alright. That's fine, alright. Don't get any better. Life, that's fine, alright. Yeah, that's fine, alright. Don't get any better than this. Life, if I wasn't for you.
So, I've finished my reading for today. A bit of a struggle today. I wasn't really feeling as, like, drawn to reading itself. I would grab my phone and get distracted and such. I feel like the difference between listening to an audiobook and reading a physical book are that, like, it takes so much more engagement for you to read a book because you have to choose to consume the words. You know what I mean? When you're listening to an audiobook, I feel like I can do that forever because I can do other things. You know, like, I have taken like whole like weekends, say, okay, Saturday I'm gonna listen to a 13-hour book, and I'll do that, and I won't be like truly bored ever because I can, you know, like play cool math games or whatever it is. I feel like with reading an actual book, I have to really like it takes a lot more focus and just a little bit more work to care to read, and I feel like this is sort of helping me like know that I should care to read, because I kind of feel like one of the points of making this video is just that like reading's good for you and it's better than playing on cool math games, just like for your brain, for everything, and it's harder to do. That's really what it is. Choosing the harder, better thing to do is just a choice that I have to keep making rather than an audiobook. I make the quick choice and I'm through. See you tomorrow. It is now the morning of the 6th day, which, as we all know, is the scary day. So today, I have to do the most pages out of any other day of the week. Like 197, I think is the number, 194. Basically 200. Which isn't a lot, because I technically think I did that on Sunday. But I have to do it this time. And today, I think I only have about 100 pages left of Princess Bride. So, we'll be switching books in the middle of the day. So, I'll get back to you once I finish Princess Bride, and I'm about halfway through for my reading for today.
What has this come to? Begging forgiveness, prepping witness. What has this come?
I have finished The Princess Bride and read 120 of the 196 that I had to read today. Here's my review. Honestly, the book is so good, and if you've seen the movie, it is exactly like the movie. Like, word for word, bar for bar. Of course, I know it was written by the same guy, and the book came first, but the only thing that's like actually like heavily changed is the like real life aspect going into the world of The Princess Bride itself. Now I'm going to read for the rest of today, and then of course tomorrow, my final day, a book that I don't know how many people know of. Like, I don't know how popular this book is. I'm gonna read the first book in the Thomas Covenant series, Lord Fowle's Bane, by Stephen R. Donaldson. This is a book my dad liked as a kid, and so I thought I'd give it a try. I'm feeling very fantasy right now. That's what I want to read. So here we go, journeying to fantasy.
I'm looking up the weather in your area. I just wanna know for sharing some. If I had to get on a stand tonight, under oath and candlelight, who won't thank me for my sacrifice? Sworn in thy satellite. Picture it, send it to my children on the way. I won't serve a second or a minute or a day. Someone said the truth will never give itself away. I can't leave it with you, just to feel the type of way. Feeling at this shit with my hands tonight. Raindrops cancel out the candlelight.
Okay, it is 11:58 p.m. and I have just finished my pages for the day from Lord Fowle's Bane. I had a lot of things on my plate today. I couldn't get to it, but I did, and I finished it before the day was out. So, I've read my 196 for today. Tomorrow is another high day, but not as much as today. Today was the big day, and I almost failed, you know? But I did it. I started slow because it was like 1900s. This guy just got divorced and he has leprosy and he's sad and he doesn't want to kill himself, but he wants to survive through the pain. And it's like no fun to read at the start, but once we got hit by a police car and transported to the land, I'm having a good time now. So I'll see you tomorrow. I don't think I'll finish the book, but I'll get a good chunk through. Have a good night. Welcome to day 7. Woo! It is the final day. It is a rainy, cozy reading day. I have Lord Fowle's Bane here. I gotta read to about like halfway of the book to do the 174 pages for today. And then we've done a week of reading. After I'm done, I'll go like a big wrap up of how I really feel about all this book learning. After reading yesterday, I looked up some reviews of the book on like Goodreads, and there are some like contentious reviews. Like, people low-key hate the protagonist in this book. They hate him. They say he sucks and he's got no joy in him. He's all pessimism. 174 pages. I guess I'll go read. Change of scenery.
And my regret, but there's just one feeling I forget. You always feel like I'm turning my mind.
So I just read like 30 of the pages I had to do today, and frankly, the focus of this book cannot be Thomas Covenant because he is just the worst person ever. He just sucks. I think what keeps readers wanting to read is the everything else. Like the other characters, the world that they're in, like that's all cool and it's fun to learn about the lore of the world and everything like that, and about the High Lord Kevin. Oh, let's talk about High Lord Kevin. I want a whole book about High Lord Kevin before I want to read the freaking story where Thomas Covenant is our hero. Because he just sucks. I gotta read 140-ish more pages today, which feels like a lot. Reading this book feels like a chore. And I think this is normally where an audiobook would come and save me, because I don't have to like put full focus on something that I'm half caring about. I can put half focus on this half caring about book because I don't want to set the time aside for Thomas. I got 140 pages left. That's a lot of pages. Okay, see ya. I'm done. I did it. I'm done. And I hate Thomas Covenant. He's a horrible person and he sucks. And all he needs to do is believe in himself and stop saying that he's a leper. And gosh darn it, he can't just have a little imagination. Look at the world you're in and suspend yourself. I hate him. I hate him. Anyway, I finished all the pages, all the reading. I read for like 7 hours today because it was grueling work. Reading about stupid Thomas and his self-hate in a magical world that seems really cool. Ugh. I hate him. Yeah, we did it! We did it, boys. I read for a whole week. Also, since day 7, I finished Lord Fowl's Bane and it sucked. So, 2 out of 3 is not bad. Overall, I found this experience to be fruitful, and reading is just so fun and cool and awesome and epic. I did already know that, but I just appreciate it more because I was doing the reading. Being there with the book takes seemingly the same amount of time and a lot more focus than reading an audiobook. But you get a deeper connection to the story, and I came out valuing the books so much more. Besides Lord Fowl's Bane. That was bad. Don't read it. Picking up a book instead of picking up your phone is harder, but it's so much more fun and healthy and good for you to read Stephen King than doom scroll on TikTok for hours and hours. So, get a book. So do that. Get